Being free to play is an extremely hard task at certain times, especially when you are trying to save credits. On my secondary account on the RU server, I've already managed to grind one tier 10 vehicle, being the Swedish Grandvagn. And while I absolutely love the vehicle, and it was very fun trying to get up there was also a lot of pain when I had to constantly play in my Loza Sherman and Kunza Panzer to save up boatloads of credits to get my hands on the tier 10. And for any free-to-play players out there, that is a pain, and sometimes you don't just want to spam a vehicle that you either don't enjoy, or you just don't want to spam a premium because you're not actually grinding anything. They want you to spam premium so that way you're able to use that free experience to get your way to the tier 10. Well, in today's video, this tier 7 German tank destroyer is your savior. It has a very good credit coefficient at 111%. That is basically higher than any other tier 7 vehicle. I think the AT7 is like 116%, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest trying to grind credits in an AT7. So this tank is a great credit coefficient, and it's extremely fun. Plus, since it's a tech tree vehicle, you are easily able to grind down a tech tree, going for the Jagdpanther, which is a fantastic tier 9, and reaching your way up to the Jagdpanther E100, which is, it's not, I would say, a fantastic vehicle. It's a very fun tank, but it definitely has its upsides and downsides. It's a very situational tank, to put it at that. But we're going to get into some gameplay talking about the Jagdpanther. There's really not much to get into. It's a fast tank, it's got great armor. In fact, before we do get into gameplay, I should probably show you the armor that I had queued up here. The upper plate on this tank is over 186 millimeters thick, and that means if you're fully hull down, yeah, this vehicle, it's got some pretty strong armor using that angling on the gun. 235 millimeters thick. Even with premium shells from the Black Prince, you still cannot penetrate the upper plate of this vehicle, even with calibrated shells on. Yeah, this tank does have incredibly strong armor. So because of that, you are able to get some really nice bounces as well. It's got around 2,800 damage per minute. It's got a very good amount of penetration. It's extremely accurate, and the tank goes 50 kilometers per hour. It's basically a Panther just with a tank destroyer gun mounted on it. It's really, really strong. So that's why I rate this as basically one of the best free-to-play tanks out there. Now, obviously, there are many arguments to be made. The Cheeto is a tier 6 Japanese medium tank, and that vehicle has 125 credit coefficient, and so does the Chaffee, another tier 6 vehicle. Both of those tanks as well are incredibly strong for saving credits, especially if we wanted to grind them. But I figured, you know what, a lot of people already have talked about this tank, so why not talk about a vehicle that not a lot of people know has a great credit coefficient. So here we go, let's rev that engine up, and speed is key. Now you can see already that reload is very quick for what the Alpha is. It's a 320 damage per shot gun, and it's a 6.7 second reload. Yeah, that's right. And as you can see here, that is the fantastic mobility of this vehicle. Wargaming did nerf the top speed from 55 to 50, but since it's still got the same power to weight ratio, didn't really do much to the vehicle. You can still see the traverse speed is great. It's an incredibly mobile tank, much faster than you'd think. So there you go. We got the Tiger off to the side. Let's go for a... Wow, that was a real zinger there, wasn't it? Well, we didn't actually get detected, which is surprising to me. Let's aim in on him again. Okay, Wargaming. I guess my luck is not with me today. With my luck, that Tiger's going to just slap me in the lower plate. Wow, he didn't. Look at that. And we got a nice pen. So we're going to try and hopefully get another bounce here. Come on, shoot at me. Shoot at my armor. And now we're going to pull forwards and yeet. There you go. Another nice penetration. 2 shells. And we've taken off half of that Tiger's hit point pool. And with that, we got a very nice bounce right on the upper plate. As I did say before, if you're able to angle that armor, some very, very good numbers of bounces will be coming for you. Here we go. We got the Tiger again. Another nice bounce on that upper plate, angling it like a beast. And I'm thinking here, well, he's going to try and shoot me anyway, so I'm going to stick my gun into his vehicle. There you go. Another nice bounce. And with that, we're doing pretty solid. This guy, he's not enjoying me all too much. Let's finish him off. Now we've got more tanks on me. We've got the T-34-1, which I know actually has a pretty solid gun. So right now, yeah, no thanks. I don't really want to play all too much with that. We also got the Tankenstein off to the side. All right, maybe now we can get a shot in. Aiming, and yeet! There you go. 332. Wham, bam. Thank you. And let's just keep pushing up. This is just what the tank's capable of doing. Now, unfortunately, my team is very quickly falling apart. But the good news is the Annihilator, probably the most feared tank on their team, is being taken out very, very quickly. We've got the Hellcat off to the side. Let's aim at a shell on him. Boom, thank you. And wow, he actually got a very troll pen on me. I did not expect that shell to enter my vehicle. So that Hellcat, not exactly sure what his plan is, but we're just going to push up on this Tankenstein here. Maybe get a nice tap. There you go, 219. Wasn't anything impressive, but you know what, I'll take it. It's a penetration nonetheless, and now we're going to go for this Tankenstein again. There you go, he is taken out, and we're going to angle this vehicle's armor once again. I don't even think this guy can pen me. I really don't. There you go. An easy bounce right on the upper plate, and that was even with premium ammunition, and, well, we would have easily out-reloaded him, but there you go. The first game in our Jagdpanther. That's just what the tank's capable of doing. Now, you could argue that this was a lucky game, but at Tier 7, a lot of teams really don't know what they're doing. So, when you play a tank like this, with over 3,080 damage in such a simple game, you can understand what makes it such a strong tank. And that DPM, as I did say, does not lie. It's 2,800. Its dispersion is 0.308, and the aiming time is 2.8 seconds. But the nice thing about this tank is because it has such a high amount of penetration, you don't really need to worry that much about Tier 8 opponents, but your armor won't hold up as well. Obviously, in a Tier 7 battle like that, and you know how the armor works, and I was using it hull down, yeah, I'm going to get a lot of bounces. But 220 millimeters of armor against a vehicle like the VK168 or the Scorpion G, obviously, you're going to have some loopholes here and there, and the armor is going to fall apart very quickly. But you'll notice last game that I pushed the tank to the medium side, and that's what I'd normally suggest to do in this type of tank. It's not really great for brawling heavies, unless you're hull down and you're really just slapping into them like that Tiger there. It's not going to go great because heavies usually carry high amounts of penetration and they carry very high alpha, especially Tier 8 heavy tanks like the 168 and the IS series are sitting at 400 damage per shot. But of course you do out DPM them like 2 times to 1, which is great. So here we go once again. We're going to see what this tank is able to do. This speed will be a lot, mate. I do love that speed though. It's really nice that you're able to literally go faster than most medium tanks on acceleration. A good example there would be maybe the Chimera. Now that Dracula, very, very aggressive. In fact, are those guys in Platoon? No. They're just pushing extremely aggressive. We got the Dracula though, and there you go. Nice penetration right into his vehicle. Now I'm not worried about him even being able to pen me, which is great, and we can put on our adrenaline here and get in a second shot. There you go. So that's now 2 shells into that poor guy. We had the Scorpion shoot, but with that Scorpion shooting, hopefully we're going to be able to... Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get a nice little slap into that guy's armor. I don't like Scorpions all too much. Very deadly tanks, and there goes the Dracula. Don't know what that guy was really expecting to happen, but I guess that's it. His game is over. Now, the Scorpion was off to the side here, but we've also got the Kunzenpanzer, but I'm thinking I still kind of want to clear the Scorpion. I know that's an extremely deadly tank, so hello, Mr. Scorpion, where did you go? I don't actually know where this guy went at all. We got the Annihilator off to the side. Let's aim and fire! Boom! There you go. 302 into the side of him, and with that guy, he's not going to be enjoying life all too much longer. Now, there's something tapping me for 160, and there's another shell, so clearly that is the E25, and I'm not even going to bother trying to spot him because E25s obviously carry an incredibly strong camouflage rating. There is the Smasher, and with that Smasher, I'm going to angle my hull to the side, and oh, he shot an HE. Okay, that is fine with me. Let's go for another shell into the side of that Smasher. Boom, and a fire. Ooh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Now we might even be able to get a shell into the Scorpion, for all I care. But, ooh, that Smasher, he's coming back. We're going to back up. Hello, Smasher. Hello, comrade. Yep, there he goes, H-ing me again. Now, obviously, he's not the skilled of players, but, still hurts quite a bit. You know, every HE shell from a Smasher does end up adding quite a bit to the numbers. Now, I don't remember exactly where the E25 was. He was spotted, like, over there, but I don't really know where he went. I would love to try and get this E25 spotted, because that tank can easily rip into the team. There he is, all the way across the map. Sadly, no shells are able to be done on him yet, but I'm going to keep pushing. I really want to clear the deadlier tanks. I'm not going to try and fight that 168 yet, because obviously I don't have the hit points to do that. So right now, I'm thinking getting that E25 cleared is extremely important, especially because my teammate is just letting him farm him. Okay, let's go, and come on, speed, get that acceleration up. Come on, Chimera, I believe in you. You can get that E25. Oh, that guy is just speeding along. Holy. I don't know if that's the right decision. Yeah, I really don't know if that was the right decision from the E25. So now all we got left is the VK-168. Now, we watched him fire, which means we could get about one more shell into him. There we go. Now we're going to back up, angling the vehicle as much as I can. There's that VK aiming now at the other player, so let's go. Boom! Another nice tap into you, and with that, hopefully this SU is going to be able to get him. No, he did not, but you know what? That's fine with me. We got more DPM out of here. Boom! Another nice shot into that VK, and, well, you can see that crazy DPM again, just out-DPMing all of the other tanks here. There you go. That is the Jagdpanther. An incredibly strong tank, even against tier 8 opponents, and not so great opponents at some moments, but either way, that's still 3,800 damage. We were able to get quite a few bounces there. Well, I guess not. We only received 4 shells. I guess I was just imagining getting bounces, but the armor's great, as we already went over on Armored Spectre. The gun is fantastic. The mobility's great. Everything is fantastic about this tank. And that is why, as I said before, I really rate this as one of the ultimate free-to-play vehicles. Probably up there with the Emil 1, other tanks like that. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. But hopefully, if you enjoyed today's video and you would like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!